Hey, I'm back and I'm still reading from a script. Don't be annoying. So a while ago, I made a video about the artwork made for all the Pokémon in Generation 1 and how I think overall it looks much cooler than the stuff we get now. And I got a few comments asking me to make a video about the artwork that was made for Generation 2. Now, I gotta be honest, I only made that first video because I was already working on a much larger project related to Generation 1 on a different channel, but I decided I'd take a look anyways. Because I love the stuff in Generation 1, but I gotta say, I don't got a lot to say here. So with Generation 1's art, there was a ton of personality given to some of these Pokemon. Nidoking is, in my opinion, the strongest example. Look at this guy. He wants to murder you. Then turning to Generation 2, I mean, most of these guys are just standing here and not that menacingly. Take Houndoom, for example. Now, I won't deny that this is cool artwork. Houndoom looks super stoic and mysterious here, but Houndoom, at least from my perception of it, isn't meant to seem stoic and mysterious. It's supposed to seem intimidating and scary. This is something I actually think Houndoom's new artwork from Heart Gold and Soul Silver fixed. It looks like it is actively warning you to fuck off. Something much more fitting for it. Now, there are some standouts, don't get me wrong. Totodile's art is absolutely adorable here. He is going to bite your hand, and there is nothing you can do to stop him. And this is one of Cosmo's favorites, so of course I had to include it. There's this absolutely adorable new art of Pikachu, specifically for Gold and Silver. I'd never actually seen this before until I decided to make this video, but this is definitely up there as one of my favorite official pieces of Pikachu art now. Togepi's art is adorable, and once again, better than what we have now. This puts Togepi's personality on display, which is super important because Togepi was one of the main mascots of the anime at the time Gold and Silver released. Espeon looks like it does in Pokemon Stadium 2 and Coliseum here, which is always a plus for me. I don't have anything else to say about that. And then we get to Ho-Oh and Lugia, who both have two separate pieces of official art, and yeah, these are all great. These ones feel a lot like Generation 1 artwork, which I suppose is fitting considering both Pokemon appeared in media that was mostly associated with Generation 1 before Gold and Silver released. Anyways, my main point here is that I don't think Generation 2's Pokemon were given the same love that Generation 1's were as far as the artwork goes. There's a few reasons for this, but I think the most notable reason is how simple the designs are in Generation 2. According to an old interview, most of the Pokemon in this generation were designed to be easier to animate for the studio working on the anime at the time. As a result, a lot of the Pokedex ended up being baby Pokemon, and a lot of the rest of them were super simple, without a lot going on in their designs. I don't think this is a bad thing. Generation 2 has some of my favorite Pokemon designs, including Wooper, Quagsire, and Suicune, but I don't know. I think in trying to make them easier to animate, there just wasn't as much room to give them super cool or interesting poses like there was in Gen 1. I think this is sort of exemplified by how similar a lot of these old drawings are to the modern ones. There's less room to change things to make them simpler here because these designs already are so simple. That's all I really have to say. Sorry about how short this video ended up. I just didn't have as much to say this time, but hey, at least you got your Generation 2 artwork video, right? Subscribe!